Hey YouTube fans, so you have a 2008 Toyota Highlander and the window just fell off the track, and that kind of sucks, especially because it's January and it's 20 degrees outside. And you can hear the propane heater going in the background, and it's dark and this lighting sucks because I'm doing this in my garage, but no fear, we're going to be able to get this fixed. As you can see, I've already pretty much got the door panel off. That's what we're covering right now, so this is going to be pretty quick and abbreviated. The first thing you want to do is get this little piece off here right up by the mirror. This is what it looks like. Let me pick it up here real quick. Okay, it's up here. You just want to get behind it with your fingers. I got it off with my fingers and just pull it off. Clips in there. There's no screws, no nothing, so just get that off first. Second thing you want to get off is behind the door release. There's a little panel back there. You can get behind that with a small plastic screwdriver so you don't scratch it. Pull that off. Again, no screws or anything. That'll come right off. As you can see, right back here, there's a little screw. It's one of these black ones. It'll come out. That comes out next. The third thing you want to do is on the door handle. You got the decorative strip here. Down near the bottom here, you can get under there with a small plastic screwdriver. If you mess it up, you're probably never going to see it. That'll pop off. No screws, no nothing holding that on. So behind that, what you have is two holes. You got two silver screws, one down low, one up higher. They're both the same length, so don't worry about keeping those sorted out. So you're almost there. The last thing you want to do is get the window control panel up and out of there, and the door locks is there too. That's in there. You want to be careful with this. Get a plastic screwdriver, one of those plastic kits you can get at Harbor Freight. Those are great. I don't have one yet, but I'm going to go get one this weekend. Get behind it on the back end, because that's what all that's holding it down there. The front end hooks underneath with this thing, so pry it up from the back end. Okay, once you get that out, the electrics for the window control, where is that? Well, it's one of these here. Well, the electrics are actually in the door, and the one thing that I just noticed is you don't even need to remove that, so forget that. Don't take the window controls out. I did something that I didn't need to do. Okay, so now we need to get the panel off. Start with the lower right of the door, down by the speaker. You can get underneath there with your fingers. Just put some light gloves on. You can start prying and popping it off. It's just these pop things, you know, on all sides. You've got all the screws out that you need to get out. As you get the bottom lower left off, the door light, you want to, of course, release that and unplug that so you can get it all the way off. This is the door light wire hanging there. And then you can get it all the way off before you get these two cables unconnected. But what you want to do is lift it up at about a 45-degree angle. It'll still be hooked to the window part there, and you'll feel it release. You can look underneath, but until you get it up at a 45-degree angle or more, it's actually hooked onto the window strip. So this window strip, to keep the water from going down in there on the inside, this stays on, okay? This does not come off. And these hooks right here, get my other light. Lighting's terrible in this garage. These hooks along the edge here, those two, those two, those two, all along, those are why you need to lift up at a 45-degree angle, and then the door will come off. And then the last thing you'll have connecting this door, now that you got the running light disconnected, you'll have the other part of the door controls. This is the part you will have to disconnect right here. These electrics, just push down on the tab, pull that out, you're good. And then you have these two cables. One is the door latch release, One is the lock control. The white one is the lock control. So remember, when you're putting these back together, green on the bottom, white on the top, and these will pop in, you know, similar to a motorcycle or a bike cable control out of these. Then they clip in here. You can get these out by getting behind them and pulling them this way with your finger, and then you'll be able to just lift this little ball right out of its retainer. Now your door panel is off, and now we can get to getting the window back on track. That's a pretty common procedure, putting a window back on its track. If it's pretty unique or anything different, I'll post a separate video about putting this window back on its track. I hope this helped for all you 2008 second generation Highlander hybrid, well, Highlander in general owners. Thanks. Okay, well, I found out why my window fell off the track. As you can see, that little green thing that is glued to the window and follows the track, a bolt fell out of that. I can't find my magnetic pickup telescope, so, you know, I'm sure the screw is somewhere down there in the bottom of the door, but I'm not messing with it. You know, that nice zip tie I think is going to do a fantastic job. So if your window falls off the track, that might be it. You know, looks like they didn't put too much Loctite on it, and there's a bunch of grease from the rollers. So, you know, zip ties and duct tape will solve most problems. Okay, YouTube out.